Today we are talking about where you should live in Los Angeles if you are in your 20s. When many people think of Los Angeles, they think about the abundance of opportunity that the city can provide, which is why a lot of people move down here in their 20s. Whether it's because of a work opportunity, the phenomenal weather, the ability to reinvent yourself and meet an abundance of people, because there's always something to do, whether that's go to an art museum or a sporting event. But maybe you're just a big foodie and you want to try all of the restaurants that Los Angeles has to offer. Now there's definitely many more other reasons why someone like yourself in your 20s might move down to Los Angeles, and in this video we're going to touch on 5 cities that you should be moving to if you're going to be living in LA in your 20s. Also guys, if this is your first time on my channel, my name is Darren Kriz. I'm a local real estate agent, Native Angelino. I help people buy, sell, rent, and invest in property every single day out here in Los Angeles. If you have any questions, reach out to us down in the description below. Shoot us a text, shoot us an email, but let's start on these 5 cities that you should be moving to in LA if you are in your 20s. Now, if you grew up in an area like Texas, Kansas, Nebraska, maybe the East Coast, and you've heard a lot of great things about Los Angeles from whether that's movies, social media, or a friend that visited one time told you maybe you should try your luck in LA. Well, they're not wrong. There are so many different things that you can do in Los Angeles, and the first place that I'm gonna talk about you might have heard of already, and that is the Santa Monica, Venice area. More specifically, I'm gonna touch on Ocean Park. So Ocean Park is just between downtown Santa Monica and Venice Beach. It's more so known as the locals part of Santa Monica. There's a long stretch on Main Street where you're gonna have a ton of bars and restaurants, which is pretty much where the majority of nightlife on the west side will be taking place. If you're living in the San Fernando Valley, if you're living from Studio City to Calabasas, from Porter Ranch, or even down Pico Robertson, south of Beverly Hills. If you want to hang out with young people in their 20s, you might want to go down to Ocean Park and see what the vibes are like in Santa Monica. Because I did live in the San Fernando Valley for quite some time, and when I did, me and my friends would always head down to Santa Monica if we ever wanted to go to a local bar with people our age. Some examples would be Jameson, Victorian, Ashland Hill, Circle Bar. Over in downtown Santa Monica, you have the Bungalow, you have 1212. And when it comes to food spots, you have the Rose Venice, you have Heavy Handed, a very popular burger spot, and then maybe you like having a cocktail during the day. Waterfront Venice is one of the most popular spots, especially during the summertime. No matter where you live in Los Angeles, I'd say venture down to Santa Monica or Venice on a Saturday at any hour, and you are just going to see people outside riding their bikes. Tourists will more so be over in the downtown Santa Monica area by the pier, or over by Washington Street under the Venice sign, or on the Venice boardwalk. If you want to avoid those super crowded areas, then I'd say head down to Ocean Park on Main Street, because it's not going to be too hectic, but you know that's where everyone is going to be in their 20s on a weekend night. Okay, next on this list is the West Hollywood, but more specifically the Beverly Grove area. And the Beverly Grove area is a little neighborhood just between the Beverly Center, a large mall just east of Beverly Hills, and between the Grove, a large outdoor mall as well. And Beverly Grove is a residential area with several apartments, several single family houses as well. There are a lot of new modern homes that I've actually done tours on this channel. If you haven't seen any of my house tours on this channel, I definitely recommend checking those out. I also have done a full driving tour of Beverly Grove if you want to see what the streets look like specifically in this Beverly Grove area if you've never heard of it before. And I would say a lot of people do start their Los Angeles journey in the West Hollywood area, maybe Beverly Grove, but it's probably one of the more walkable neighborhoods in all of Los Angeles. If you live just between Beverly and 3rd Street, you can easily walk to all of the restaurants on 3rd, walk to the Beverly Center, or walk down and up La Cienega, even though that's going to be a little harder because it is going to be sloping up. So you're gonna get your vertical steps in that way. And this is where you're gonna see more of the LA vibe, the LA lifestyle, people going to Creation, a juice bar every day, Soul Cycle, Berries for their workout. The whole stigma of being an LA person will come from living in the West Hollywood area. It's kind of hard to describe, but I've lived in both areas, the West Side and Central Los Angeles, and you will see a huge difference of just the energy and the vibe people are giving off when running into people at certain restaurants or even nightlife related. You really just have to find which one is for you, if you're more of a West Hollywood, Beverly Hills type person, or if you're more of a Santa Monica, Venice type person as well. I would suggest trying both out, but I do see a lot of people moving to central Los Angeles and then eventually heading out to the west side because it's a little more chill and has more of a relaxed vibe over there. Third on this list is one that is a little bit less known than the other two I just talked about, and that would be West Los Angeles. So West Los Angeles might be in the best location compared to all the others on this list, and that's because it is right next to the 405 freeway, and it is very easy to get anywhere in Los Angeles in West LA. It's about 10 minutes to Santa Monica, 10 minutes to Beverly Hills, 10 minutes to the LAX airport, and 10 minutes to the San Fernando Valley. So if you need to go east, west, north, or south for any reason at all, West LA is definitely the place to be if you like driving all around the city. And that's one reason why West Hollywood might not be the place for you, because it's gonna be a lot harder to get anywhere else in the city. It's about 20 minutes from any freeway throughout the entirety of Los Angeles, whether that's the 405, the 101, or the 10 down La Cienega. So if you're living in Santa Monica or West Hollywood, it could take 40 to 45 minutes to go in between these places, but if you're in West Los Angeles, you are smack in the middle of Santa Monica, West Hollywood, so you've got the best of both worlds living in West LA. There's also some great nightlife in West Los Angeles. It's not the whole party club scene that you may see in Santa Monica or in West Hollywood, but you do have some of the best sports bars throughout the entirety of LA, in my opinion. You've got the Nickel Mine, and you've got Busby's, where you have an abundance of arcade games. You've got mini basketball. There's also board games at both of these sports bars, several TVs throughout, many different rooms. Check them out. Highly recommended if you haven't been. Another great area in West LA that gets pretty hectic during the weekends is Sawtell, which has Japantown. There's a sushi row in Japantown on Sawtell Boulevard with many different sushi restaurants, ramen restaurants, and this street gets hectic during the weekends. Just make sure you Uber because parking could be impossible. It's also adjacent to Brentwood, one of the more relaxed, quaint, and residential cities in Los Angeles. The Getty Center is in Brentwood if you just go a little bit north on the 405, which could take you 5 minutes from West LA. Overall, West LA does have the best of both worlds, like I said, if you want to be in the action between West Hollywood and Santa Monica. So let's move on to number 4, and that's Studio City. So Studio City is located in the San Fernando Valley. It will be a little bit cheaper than living in all the other 3 that I've mentioned so far. If you're looking for an apartment, you could probably find a pretty decent 1-bedroom apartment for $2,000 to $2,500 a month, which is gonna get you something extremely small and old in the 3 other areas I've mentioned. But Studio City does have a lot of nice single-family homes as well if you're ready to buy in your 20s, which most people aren't. Living in the San Fernando Valley can be very nice to understand what the residential parts of Los Angeles is like, although it is going to be about 10 to 15 degrees hotter in the summers living in the valley. And if you're looking for a nightlife, Studio City does have it too. On Ventura Boulevard, there are several sports bars, nice restaurants, and spots to hang out on the weekends, although you're not going to see DJs, dancing, or a big party scene. You're going to have to go over the hill and out of the valley if you want to experience that. I've also done specific neighborhood map tours of each of these cities in other videos on my channel. If you haven't seen any of those, I highly recommend checking those out. And if you have any other questions at all about any specific city, a specific neighborhood, or an individual cross section, I can answer any questions that you guys might have. Studio City is great for getting around as well. You're right next to the 101 freeway. It can take you all the way to Calabasas or directly down to Hollywood, which is only about 10 minutes away. And I know some people do just like the more chill lifestyle of living in the San Fernando Valley, and you can get a much nicer place, a better bang for your buck living up there too, while only being 30 minutes out from where all the hectic action is going on. And you're probably not gonna be wanting to be in the middle of everything every single day either, because who's really going out to bars, clubs, and partying 7 days of the week? Unless that's your job, you probably won't be needing to live right next to the Victorian. And last but not least on this list, it is Culver City, another area that is centrally located right next to the 10 freeway and the 405 freeway. Culver City is a very up and coming, booming city in Los Angeles. Downtown Culver City looks like it was built yesterday. Every single shop and restaurant looks brand new. They just put an Erewhon out there. If you know what Erewhon is, then you definitely live in Los Angeles. It's a high-end grocery store where everything is well overpriced. Sony Studios is in the middle of Culver City. Although you might run into a bad neighborhood just outside of Culver City, choosing the specific neighborhood that you live in there is definitely something that you need to make sure of. But Culver City does have some of the best food in Los Angeles. If you're a big foodie, I know people from all over LA that will drive down to Culver City just to get maybe Tito's Tacos, Cervateca breakfast burrito, or many, many other foodie spots in Culver City. Rent in Culver City is a little bit cheaper than living in the first three that I mentioned as well, but a little more expensive than if you were to be living in Studio City. And then if you are a beach goer but don't want to live right next to the beach in Venice and still want to be close to maybe Beverly Hills and West Hollywood, Culver City is also about 10 minutes away from the beach. Just go down Venice Boulevard and then you'll run right into the ocean, or go the opposite way and up La Cienega to get to central LA. But in my specific opinion, those are the 5 best areas to live in Los Angeles if you are in your 20s and maybe just starting up your career. Let me know what you thought about this video. Hit the like button and subscribe for more videos about Los Angeles in general. I'm posting every single week. I also post house tours of hidden gems throughout LA, new construction and remodels mainly. If you're interested in any homes in general or looking to move throughout the LA area, please reach out. My team and I are happy to help. Shoot us an email, shoot us a text. My name is Darren Kriz. Appreciate you guys watching. Let me know what city you like the best in Los Angeles, and let me know another city in LA that you think I should make a video about. But I appreciate you guys always for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.